Hello, good morning. Today is a new day. Good morning again. So today is on Wednesday. So this week has been a bit hectic on us because of lack of entries. But yesterday we managed to get some very good entries, and we are hoping the day will continue just like that. So today I'm in a dilemma, a bit of a dilemma. A small dilemma. It's not a big dilemma, it's a small dilemma. So the dilemma today this is our dilemma today. So this is the dilemma today. So the point at which we are in right now on GBPUSD, the point at which we are in right now on GBPUSD is an area on the fib which is a sweet spot level. So I had anticipated that price is going to get to these levels yesterday, or maybe by the end of the month, only for price to surprise me and get there yesterday. Okay, so my analysis is that at this current level we may start witnessing a bullish momentum. But today if we close below level 23.6, if we close below level 23.6, then our swing buy becomes invalidated. So I'm anticipating a buy right now. Let me put that buy first before we begin anything. But we must have a break, then we have a retest. So at the current level, I'm trying to get a long-term buy. Now that's the daily time frame. So we can call this a daily time frame sweet spot. That's a daily time frame sweet spot. Now in the 1 hour, this is what we have on the 1 hour. So this is my plan for today, that we close above this level. Better yet, we close above this level, then maybe you can get entries to the buy side. So price has been very erratic from Monday. It has been just flowing from, it has just been trending during the Asian session. So by the time we open the New York session, it starts consolidating. The same case yesterday. Same case yesterday. So when we entered London session, there was no retest. The only retest which was available was during New York on this small fair value gap. So this week, even if we wanted to get in for a sell, and I'm starting to realize that a bearish market is not that easy. We can all make money during the bull market, but a bear market, so if you are in my Telegram, maybe you made some money yesterday, maybe you never made, because yesterday so this was the retest on the fair value gap on GBPUSD, which went around 60 pips. So but still, trading in this kind of conditions with this kind of price action is not the healthiest thing you can do for yourself. So for now, because I genuinely don't know how I will get in this. How would I sell? Where is the unless price comes to this level, breaks it, then retest it, then what how much time would that be? Okay, so as I said, my bias for today, or my plan for today, is simple. Since we are on this sweet spot level today, it's a daily sweet spot. I am anticipating that price is going to close maybe above this 1 hour OB. Once it closes this above this 1 hour OB, then it can come and back and retest during this session. So from now up to lunchtime. If not, we shall not take any trades. So us taking a trade is dependent on few factors. The first factor is What kind of market condition are we trading in? Is it an uptrend or is it a downtrend? So from our chart right now, even you can see that this is a downtrend. Okay, this has been a downtrend all from where? From the beginning of the month. But that downtrend, my anticipation was that price will get to at least this level, 200. At least that level which it is right now, but it never got to that level. So the only thing now we can do as good traders is wait. You can also check on gold. Now when you check gold, when you look at gold, so first I thought it was going to turn around at this level, but it never did that. So when I drew my fib this morning, this is what I saw, or I witnessed. So what I will be waiting for, so now what I'm waiting for right now on gold, because by the way you have to be very careful on gold, very careful. It has a lot of pips. It is moving very erratically, and so if you're not careful, you might blow your account for nothing. So GBPUSD, we have said I'm waiting for this pair to close above, and then give us a very good retest, which you can use to to get into that buy. So ideally that trade would look like this. So ideally the trade would look like something like that. Then we also have now on gold, onto gold. Now gold already wicked in our inside our sweet spot level. So for gold, the best I've discovered that the best time to trade this pair is during the New York session. So for gold, we shall just have to wait during the New York session to get a better view. You can check on USD. So for USD, I still believe we have room for more sales to clear out this internal liquidity. All this is internal liquidity. This level, this level, this level, this level. So once we have cleared out all this internal liquidity, then gold can come and create a new support at this level, USD, for us to go in. Now when you check the news, today we also have news. We also have some news today. We have ADP non-farm payroll ahead of the real non-farm payroll at around 4:15 p.m. So I'm assuming that this is the point, this is the level which is going to push price upwards. Okay? Because remember, for a whole, the dominant trend, especially on GBPUSD or these other pairs. Let me move these trades. Alright, so GBPUSD is closing above. I'm getting in, my friends. Alright, so I'm on a buy, on a GBPUSD buy. Let us see how it is going to behave. So first of all, I will wish for GBPUSD. I will wish, because right now this is the low of the week. We had a low of the day yesterday, but now we have a new low of the week here. So I will wish for GBPUSD first of all to come and take out this, or to come and fill this gap. So this gap will be my ideal take profit for GBPUSD. So around 34.62. So 34. Yes, so around 34.62. So level 31, that will be my ideal level for GBPUSD. So remember, my analysis was simple. We are currently at the monthly sweet spot. It was tagged yesterday during the New York session, or during the New York close. So now we may be witnessing a change in momentum, and that is what I'm trying now to ride on. So this level, remember, every day we are having, what are we having every day? So price is giving us information every day, and it's upon us to take advantage of this information. Okay. So my entry was based on something simple, that we have closed above this level here. So, and also we have a very clear Judas swing here. So by me putting my stop loss just below here, I expect that price is not going to retrace to these other levels, and if it is going to retrace, then that trade becomes invalid, unless there is something else I am maybe missing. There's nothing I am missing on this trade. So these are trades I had planned for, and I'm just right now taking it. So let me screenshot this so that I'm going to use it during my journaling. So GBPUSD is responding positively to our buy. I don't know whether it's going to get to these other levels, but we are hoping it will. That is to this gap here. There's a gap here, and it's called a new week. Call it a new week. Opening gap. It's called a new week opening gap. So we are currently at a new week opening gap. So if price is able to move to at least 20 pips, I'll put my stop loss above the break even. So I'm not in any other positions apart from GBPUSD alone. Only GBPUSD. Okay? So for those who have joined us, my analysis was very simple. We are currently at a very critical level. A very critical level. If you look closely. So it's our one day. So this level is a monthly sweet spot level. And this level, there's a fair value gap there. And when there's a fair value gap, price is always going to try and get to those levels. Always. Whether it is in the monthly time frame, whether it is in the lower time frame. Now, I had anticipated this level for the whole month. My first level was around this level. Was around 1.3468. But then, level 1.3468 never held. So price teared down that level. And then from that point onwards, I was confused for almost until I redrew my fib again. Because remember a fib is very strong. It's a very strong indicator of price and where it is going. So once I drew my fib again, you can see that it has just exactly, it wicked exactly inside my exactly inside my sweet spot level. Okay, so after it has wicked inside my sweet spot level, that does not mean that now I get in immediately. So my entry was today. Now after what happened yesterday, the price running erratically. Today was the official day to get in. So right now, or today right now, I have waited for price to close above this bearish OB in the 15 minutes time frame to get a buy entry. Simple analysis, simple execution. So now what I am doing right now is waiting for price to get to a new week opening gap. I will not advise you to get in if you have not gotten in, unless you have huge capital. If you have huge capital, you can use a small lot size, and that small lot size is what is going to save you. Over time, I have discovered my excitement for profits has gone down, because when I'm losing, I'm losing like a motherfucker, and there's no joy. So even when I'm winning, I don't find joy. I just want to get to my targets, and then close my monitor, and then go do my business. So we might have a few retracements here and there, but I think eventually we are going to get to 3460. Price could in fact do what? So I have moved my stop loss inside my break even. That is, I've broken even on this trade. So now it's running free. Okay, so we can look at gold as we wait for GBPUSD to do what it wants to do. Now for gold, hey, what do I tell you, my people? What do I tell you? How do I tell you? So for gold, so even gold, let me be honest with you, even gold, I am anticipating that today it is going to continue buying. Why? Because let us draw a Fibonacci again. When you draw a Fibonacci or a Fib, depending on how you call it, you can see that our Fib, and this is the daily time frame. This is not the monthly time frame, by the way. No, this is not the 15 minutes time frame. This is a month. This is the one daily time frame. Remember, all our trades we get all our trade ideas from the monthly time frame. Okay? No, from the daily time frame. Sorry. We get all our trade ideas from the daily time frame. So you might ask, why did I use this low and not this low or this low? Why? I don't know. I also don't know. It seems like a serious level for price. Yeah, this is the reason now. This is the reason. So this level was a key turning point of gold on 17th February. And not just that. Why am I calling it a key turning level? Because the first key turning level was on 6th February. Before price gave us a new entry on 17th February. So to me, this level is more significant than this level. And so when drawing my Fib, I have used this level. Now, this is where now it gets interesting now. This is where it gets a bit interesting. So yesterday, gold wicked into these levels here. So to me, this is a great buying level. But the problem with gold is that gold is, yes, gold is like that. So you have to be careful about your money around gold. Because 0.01 lot is enough even 0.03 lot size is enough to do serious damage, especially if the trade goes against you. But on the flip side, if the trade goes if the trade goes your way, you'll make a lot of money. Okay, but remember, you're not looking at reward only, you're also looking at risk. So right now we are in a key turning point on gold. Especially if it is going to break above this level today. So I don't like playing around with gold, because I only wish to take the best trades. You see, for currencies, sometimes I'm lenient. I take even trades which are not very good A setups. But for gold, I don't try those jokes on gold. I don't. So gold, my anticipation is that maybe we are going to close above this level. When we close above this level, you can see clearly that our fib has told us, the fib is what is going to guide us. But remember, I told you, the fib is just a tool. You have to understand price action first. So the fib is telling us that once we get into gold, our first take profit is that level, and then our second take profit is that level. Or if you are going to swing, those would be the best levels to swing, and then the other level would be this level here. So these are very serious, significant levels. So my bias for today is a buy for gold. So and I will not even take this level, because there is still liquidity here. So my best level will be here. These are around how many pips? These are 6,000 pips, my friends. Wait. So the reward is great. The problem is the entry. The reward is very great, very big. Even with a 0.01, you can make even $1,000, by the way. 0.0, if only you are able to hold for how many? Even 2 weeks, even 3 weeks, even 1 week, even 3 days, you can make even $1,000 if you get a good entry. Okay. So for gold, this is my anticipation that if we are able to close above this level and maybe do a small retest, and that retest, I'm anticipating it during New York. Okay. So during New York, so those are the 3 pairs I'm looking at today. I'm already in one position, in a GBPUSD position, because it has confirmed. For gold, because of the backtesting I've done previously, the best time to get in on gold is during the New York Open. And when you get in, not during the New York Open, during the London, during the New York kill zone, that is from 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. and then you hold that trade overnight. So after you get in during the New York session, you hold that trade up to the next day during the London session. If you're not going to hold it for long, it is going to give you significant pips, but still you have to take care of your risk very much, very much. Okay, so US30, so yesterday I was very disappointed in myself, not the pair but myself. So yesterday, or yes, on Monday, not yesterday. So on Monday, my analysis was very simple. My analysis so this was my analysis for US30. Imagine, just look at that analysis. Very sweet, very straight. Sometimes missing a trade is more painful than losing a trade. So US30, my anticipation was simple. My anticipation for US30 was that we will first clear out these gaps here. Then after we clear the gaps, we will get an entry around this level. So my first entry for US30 was around these gaps. But then, after further analysis, I discovered a new sweet spot level. So this is a sweet spot level. So yesterday, or on Monday at 10 or at 10 p.m., as we closed the session, price came and wicked inside our sweet spot level. So that trade alone would have given us around 1,200 points. Okay, 1,200 points. But unfortunately, we were not able to get in. Why? I don't even know. Because by the time I was supposed to get in, the New York session was over. So now, that meant I would have been operating during aftermarket hours. But aftermarket hours is when our target was reached. But we say it's okay, we move on to the next trade. There's always a better trade waiting for us. So today, for GBPUSD, I'm waiting for it during the New York session. I will not be getting in right now. I will not be getting in right now. So checking US30 from the daily time frame. So checking US30 from the daily time frame, I can see something very. When I take this low, this significant low of 20th November 2025, and this high of 10th February, our sweet spot is at 46, at 47. Okay, so I'll wait for US30 to give us more confirmation during the session hours. Maybe during the session hours, once it has shown a promise for bullish, for a better bullish momentum, we can get in. But before then, I'm not going to be getting in. I guarantee you. Okay. So up to that point, that is my analysis. There's potential for these pairs to move higher. There's potential, but unfortunately, we have to be patient. So fortunately or unfortunately, we have to be patient for these pairs to show us what they now we could say that US30 has based on the price action right now, we could say GBPUSD, US30 has given us an entry for a buy side, and if you want to take it, you can take it, but I would rather wait for New York. So if you take a buy on US30, you will have to use this. This will be your entry now. This will be your entry. This will be your entry. So that will be your entry. So 214 points stop loss, and then you risk, and then your reward is 1000 points. So a 1:5, still okay, a very good trade. If you have any question, you can ask, because the only thing now we are doing right now is waiting. Remember, all these trades are trades which have been planned even before we get inside the trading session. That is one of the best habits I've discovered is helpful. So I do my analysis before the market opens, so that when I'm in the market, when I'm inside the marketplace, I'm not confused about what I want. I know what I want, and then I go for what I want. So all the pairs apart from GBPUSD, we have to wait until London session, New York session, to have a better entry. We have to wait until all the pairs which have been discussed. I also believe the news is going to push us even further. During when is the news, by the way? So at 4:15, the news is going to push us even further up to this new week opening gap. So I'm taking some of my profits, half of them, on this GBPUSD pair, because genuinely I cannot give up all my profits, even if it's a small retracement. So I'm taking some of my profits and then leaving the rest at break even. The problem is not usually break even. For me, my bigger problem is usually giving back my profits. Okay, I'm up maybe $200, and then because of a small retracement, I give back everything. Yet I would have even taken 100, then I close at break even the other 100. Okay, so always for me, one of my habits is taking some of my profits from the markets. It is a habit I've taught myself for a long time. So right now on GBPUSD we have gone about 27 pips, okay, from entry. It's saying 35, but they're around that 28 pips. And these 30 pips, they have given us some profits, even if the profit is very small, but still it is profit which I never had when I woke up. So I first take out half, then I let the other position keep running. Okay, so if you are in a profit right now, it is good for you to take some profits, then let the other position keep on running. I think once we get to the new week opening up, it's fine now, my friends. It's fine now. We are going to continue pushing higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. They will not be stopping. We shall not be stopping at any moment. So maybe if you have a question, you can ask me. So right now, even if my position is taken out, there's no problem. There is no problem because already I have taken out at least half of what the market had given me. So we already closed above these highs here. These are yesterday's highs. No, yesterday's close position. So we have already closed above. And maybe we are price is going to come and fill this level, then we continue on a buy. But we'll have to wait and see if that is the case. So a bear market compared with a ranging market and a bull market, the ranging market is the worst, then followed by the bear market, then the bull market. In a bull market, everyone is making money. In fact, we can have a bull market maybe for 5 years, 10 years, and you can make a lot of money. But once a bear market comes even in 1 year, just 1 year, you might lose everything. you have made in those 10 years. So always ensure that when you have the opportunity to make money during the good years of the markets, you are seriously making that money. Okay, so our position right now is moving slowly, but our target is still the new week opening gap. What about Euro USD? So if this is going to be the start of a bull market, and you have some money, you must prepare your wallet, because it's going to be a very good time. So GBPUSD is now reversing back to its original position. Set break even on GBP. Yes. I set my. If you can see my chart clearly, I got in on GBPUSD at this level. So once it moved a significant portion. I put my break even just above, and then I took out some profits, a half of my profits. Because whereas we are waiting for more money here, we still have to make sure that whatever we have made here, we don't lose it all. Okay? In case price decides to come and reverse back. Alright? So right now my position is on break even. My stop loss, that is my stop loss, is on break even. And my half of my profits are taken, waiting for price to continue the same bullish momentum up to 34,700. That's around 124 pips. Well, that seems ambitious, but if you consider yesterday that where is yesterday? If you consider that yesterday price from the London session went at least 98 pips, then 120 pips is not very ambitious. Okay? And then after retracement yesterday still, by the way, yesterday we also had a very good trade on GBPUSD. It went around 60 pips. So 100 pips is not very ambitious. So, and if it's not going to get to 100 pips, at least it gets to 80 pips. So that the risk to reward is at least 1:4. 1:4. There's only one question. There's only one question you should always ask yourself before you get into the market. Every morning, what is the trend? Is it a buy? Is it a sell? Or is it a ranging market? If you cannot answer that question, then the answer to your trading day is not trading today, because you don't know what is happening. If it's a ranging market, the answer to your question is no taking trades today. That means you should be operating only on two market conditions. Either you are operating on a bear market or you are operating on a bull market. Either you are operating on a bear market or you are operating on a bull market. So the market is quite slow, but I'm reading a position right now. And if none of you has any question, what do you think about the metal? Gold. As I told you, sometimes gold is it likes to play on our feelings with these simple retracements. And as you know, one simple retracement on gold can wipe you out. So when I'm dealing with gold, I like to be at least 95% sure. So for gold, for those who are asking me or those who want to know, I want gold to first break above this level. Once it breaks above this level, that is, and that breaking during that level is during the New York session. So once it breaks that above that level, then I can now look into buy with a good lot size. But right now, the only lot size I can use maybe 0.01. I cannot even get in with that 0.01. I will not even get in using that 0.01 because that 0.01 can quickly turn into $100. Imagine. So first we close above, then we have a retest, then we can get in on the retest, then we can buy. What's likely take profit? Maybe I don't know, maybe first we take out these highs. Yeah, so we take out those highs first. But before then, I'm just going to be watching gold. So if none of you has a question, I wish to end my live session here and let my position continue running, and then we can come back to the New York session maybe later.